Hello, guys. Welcome to this live stream. I hope everybody's really doing well. And okay, so I mean, yesterday I was a bit busy. I had to get somewhere for an emergency travel. I did not plan; it wasn't planned, and I had to go actually. So yeah, I mean, it was a perfect plan actually. If you guys remember, what did I mention? ABC. The reason for my shorting is I was expecting this move, one more squeeze up towards 16,709, and then start dumping like this. But just missed our shot by $39, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's not a good thing if you just miss it by a few dollars, like you see, like 0.22% and $39, and it just dumped from our to our targets of 4%. That could have been a nice scalp in my opinion. In the morning when I got up, because I came very late at the home, like 2 a.m. I got up late. It's a clear diamond bottom formation on the lowest time frame, as you can see here. It's a very clean diamond bottom, and it's breaking out. So practically the targets for the diamond bottom, and normally the diamond bottom occurs only when it is literally like a bottom, or it's going to be most likely a B wave. So now I'm just going to put a lot of emphasis on what I think for the market, because the thing is, there are a lot of confusions in the market at the moment, and what do you mean by a confusion? As to, there are two probabilities that we can probably have here for BTC. So ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we just have to prepare ourselves for the worst thing and for the worst case to happen. So that's what I mean. We just have to prepare ourselves for something that we haven't expected yet. So I'm just going to take you to the technical analysis for the BTC and other levels. Those, forget about the levels that I have here. I have to yet update weekly opens and previous week equilibrium or previous week range, as well as Monday ranges. So I have to update all the numbers on my chart. The only thing I was focusing since morning is the counts, because the counts are very important from the fifth perspective. What all the probabilities that we have here with respect to Bitcoin, Ethereum, total USD dominance, and other charts. So I have a very, CRV was also a perfect plan, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, it missed our bits by just 1 cent. As you can see, I mean, that was a perfect plan. It would have, it went to 76 cents on the Bybit, and 77 cents is where I had my short orders. And literally it just had 18%, you can say 17.4% dump, or maybe 18%, as perfectly it was the bottom like this. I mean, honestly, this was the best short, guys. We missed like almost 24% gains, as I could say, for BTC and CRB combined together, and that could have been a very interesting 2 days. And like 48 hours, we could have made like almost, I could have personally made like 500% gains with 20x leverage. Normally this is how I do my DGen account, but this was the perfect scalp. Now I think the Litecoin is very bullish, guys. It has reached the wave 4 target, doing impulsive move. If you look at a breakup, I think Litecoin is going to do something like this for the wave 2 retracement towards 72 cents, and then bump up. So I think a retracement towards 72 is going to be the long zone for me for Litecoin. Now let's talk about the Bitcoin, guys. The plan for the Bitcoin is this. As you can see here, I'm looking for shorts on Bitcoin around 16,562 and 16,630. I already got my one order filled for 20% BTC. My major of the orders I have here in this zone. That's where I will be filling. But I'm just going to keep 10% orders just in case if you want to go for a full-fledged 886 fib extension to $16,700. So just in case if you want to go there. Now this harmonic is very bullish. This harmonic is very bullish. Now there are two options. That this is the bottom. It already has bottom. This is the bottom, and we have started impulsive move like this, and we're gonna do something like this, and boom, pump. So this is one case that we have here, which is very bullish. The bearish case is in front of your screen. What I see is this move is A, this is B, and C, and this the second option that I have here, ABC, the bigger ABC, is also aligned with the USD dominance. I already discussed, if you remember, the move down. What I thought was A. This is A, B, and a C pump is gonna come. So basically our dump is going to come over here when we should be looking to long, and from there it should be doing something like this for USD dominance. So practically I think we are coming very close to our short zone for USD dominance. The invalidation level is clear. 8.16% is your invalidation levels on the USD dominance. If you talk about the total, guys, a very similar chart, because if you look at the total, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You clearly have 5 waves here, and then again you get 5 waves down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're 5 waves down. So that is A, and what I think is this is A, B, and now we are doing wave C here. So 786 makes more sense towards $795.4 billion. My invalidation level is $800 billion. So I think that, we're going to have one more push up and then probably going to look for the C wave and most likely forming a 3-tap setup here on the lower term time frame, or we can also say that on the higher term time frame, most likely going to form a 3-tap setup, range lows, deviation and range lows, and also aligned with the 886 Fibonacci levels. Look at here the 886, very close to the range lows, you see, or exactly at the range low, 742.3 billion. USD dominance, 886 is going to be somewhere around 8.84%. Bitcoin 886 at 15,596. Ethereum is looking very interesting. I think this is the very nice short it can be, because it's an equilibrium retest, and it's already the 702 Fibonacci level. I do think that Ethereum is going to be nice short. I'm only going to play one scalp at the moment. Don't want to go all in every other BTC and Ethereum both, but I think I am very comfortable with the Bitcoin actually. But Ethereum also looks to me like a clean ABC at the moment. Why? Because I'm saying because you have a 5 waves up, and then you have 1 2 3 4 5 A. It's clearly like to me B here, and you need a retest of 786. Ethereum might not go to 886 because ETH looks ETH BTC looks great, so I think 786 makes more sense, 1100 makes more sense, and then pump it back up towards $1,300. So ladies and gentlemen, I think if you're looking to long ETH, I think you're going to get trapped very high, very easily. Now if you really want to see that why or where should we long, let it flip this let it do something like this, make higher highs and flip this level as a strong support. And once we see something like this from a inverse head and shoulder over right here, we can long and then go up. So we're probably going to close our short on BTC and then probably look for longs if this is wave 2 is already in, guys. So something like even this may be the wave 2 as well. So this is wave 1 2 3 4 and 5. I mean, this is a pop probability, but the wave 2 was too shallow. Normally the wave 2s are not too shallow when we are doing corrective move. So when we are doing A B C, in that ABC wave 2 are never shallow, it's always like a trap. The wave 4 are shallow and it always functions like a trap as well. So I think wave 2 is not in, and this is how I am looking for it to play out. Now let's talk about the total 2 as well. Total 2, if you just look at the chart, even total 2 looks perfectly, played the plan perfectly, but it did not took the liquidity the way I wanted it to have the liquidity. But the good thing is this move that we saw here, 1 2 3 4 5, and now we are watching this, we are coming at a resistance back then, and I would like to see total 2 looking towards the levels of 442 billion, practically retest of these levels, making a 3-tap setup, 1 deviation tap, and boom, a breakout. And this is going to be the big breakout, guys. So we don't want to miss this long. I'm long on FTM, guys, at 19 cents because I smell yesterday when I was traveling that FTM is going to break up, and I couldn't do it because of the I was not having a proper network, so couldn't give that trade. But anyways, I'm looking for retracement. FTM is looking awesome, guys, on the higher term time frame. 19 cents is an absolutely big key SR. Flipping that is meaning as FTM is going to fly. The plan for the total 3 is also looking great. A, B, and going to do something like this for a 3-tap setup. 1 deviation tap, boom. 2017 all-time highs should be retested, and then after that either we go down, flip that, and we go pump. So I mean, I just need one more dump, for us to completely reset. And I do think that, the crypto market is ready for decoupling from SPX. Why I'm saying is Nasdaq futures is definitely, as I mentioned in the last live stream as well. What I mentioned is Nasdaq futures is going to probably have one more push up when we were doing live stream. One more push up and then probably come down. But this looks to me like, clean ABC feature. So practically, we can have a small push up and then down like this, liquidity can grab and forms a very interesting rising wedge and then pump up and then dump. So practically, I do think that we need to have that one more move down. And in that scenario, when we are saying that we need to have one more move down, that would be nice, because that would also give Bitcoin a very interesting opportunity. But anyways, this is the key SR that we have here for Nasdaq futures, and we are literally at the key SR right now, not flipped yet and not broken down yet as well. It's a key SR we are holding right now. So I would say just have to wait and watch how it plays out. It can, if it starts pumping from here itself, then we may have some problem. So let's see how things plays out. Litecoin I've already explained. Now let's talk about few of the others that I personally like it. The first is going to be FTM Phantom. Phantom looks really nice, guys. And as you can see, 19.19 cents, or the perfect level is 19.2, is a very interesting levels for Phantom. And I do think that this can be a big deviation of the a range that we are watching. So right now this can be a 3 tab as well, 1, 2 and 3. So practically, this can be, I'm expecting a Phantom to reach 24 cents, and that is now the big level of resistance. Once Phantom reaches this levels, it's going to be another do or die, as the triangle is going to be like, the whole structure can be A, B, C, D, E, and pump it up back up, flip it and go up, or it's just going to be another bearish triangle, and it's going to be, the whole move is wave 1, retest, wave 2, 3, 4 and 5, and it goes to 0. So Phantom can do something like this. So I think the next big resistance what I see personally is 24.4. so at least I want that pump for Phantom towards 24.4 is what I'm eyeing. So a retest of 20 cents is what where we can have a long on Phantom. Let's talk about the another alt that I have in mind is Near, guys, and then you're going to talk about the TRB as well. Near looks interesting because it has this is the big key SR, the blue box now, big key SR. I'm just going to look at from the high time frame perspective. What you can see here is that we are accumulating at the bigger 1.38 Fibonacci levels, and this big 1.38, and also at the range lows. So we have already deviated the range lows, and it's a big 1.38 Fibonacci levels. Like this is the range highs, this is the range lows, and we have completed this whole retracement of that. Like this was a deviation, and now we have completed the whole retracement. What I think is Near is going to be a big opportunity, in my opinion, for spot. If you're looking for the spot buys, I mean, it can be a very interesting opportunity. I think anything under anything close to $1.4 is a very interesting long opportunity for Near. I think if you look at from the daily perspective, yes, you will see a small bullish divergence which is forming here on the Near, and also, I mean, it is not yet confirmed, but it's forming. We need to see how the daily closes for like 2-3 days, because you see here over here, if you can see, yeah, on the daily it's not yet confirmed, but as you can see that over here we are, what I'm watching is right now that the price is getting a momentum here, and I'm seeing that the volatility oscillator is going above the 0.5 level, which is a very interesting sign. RSI, it needs to take some time for a formation, so what it needs is a pump up like this, and one more sweep down like this along with the BTC, and forms a bullish divergence like this. What I mean is, this is how the bullish divergence forms on the daily, and then boom. So anywhere close to 1.4 to 1.3 is a very interesting buy opportunity for Near. It's a long term, guys. So buy and forget about it for like 3 years. Even if it goes on a $1, just forget about it. I mean, this is how I think you'll be able to make best returns out of the spot bags, in the near future. Yeah, there are few alts that are literally going to mind blow you. I think you do not forget the RSR, guys. I have already bought another RSR bag. As you guys can see that we already made new lows. I think this was the best opportunity for RSR around 36002 for to buy some bag. I got it, and I do think that we're going to have the push towards the levels of 5774, and then further rejection towards our bigger target like this. I'm just going to play my game. Something like this. I think that RSR is most likely going to have a nice push on the upside. The key SR is this: you flip these levels and it moves. Rejection is most likely is what I expect. Come back down, and I'm going to keep on accumulating. I want to accumulate 20 million RSR for minimum 20 million RSR, and I've already started it. I know it's a very small bag. 20 million is nothing. It's very small. So I'm just going to, once it literally goes to this blue box, I'm going to be little aggressive, and maybe I might go for 50 million RSR as well, because the 50 million RSR can make you $5 million, and with the spot bag doing nothing, because as you can see, the pump expectation is huge. We have already see this kind of a pattern on the Zilliqa, and what it did is Zilliqa literally pumped to 886 Fibonacci levels. So even if let's say RSI don't pump that big and it just sweep these highs and go to the resistance, it is like 3800% pump. But let's say if it just decides to go to the 886 Fibonacci level, it is 6461% pump, guys, and it depends on an entry. But you can also, if you get a better entry, you can also get 8000% pumps, on the RSR. So practically this looks amazing to me. And look at the accumulation that is happening. You get a big volume breakout here, another big volume, which means that the accumulation is going on. I think this is a clear sign of an accumulation. I think the third bump that we're going to get it like this, it's going to be where we're going to see another accumulation, and then finally it's just going to break out. It's going to take its own sweet time. It's not going to happen in a day or two, but it's going to take it like months for this play out, and maybe even 1 month or so. But this looks amazing for me. I mean, you should definitely not miss RSR, guys. Just have your this thing, RSR should not be missed. Now let's talk about the that I personally like it on the lower term time frame is DOT. Okay, if you look at the DOT, guys, the plan for the DOT was to have the pump up. We got the pump up, and now it's like this is the clear cut case of a bullish full waves and the pump, and then again we are forming another bullish full waves. It's like a double bullish full waves the way Zilliqa did. So I mean I know that it sounds very silly, but I mean as you can see here, but this is not exactly the bullish full wave. It's most like an expanding diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So practically, I'm hoping that this expanding diagonal plays out. But look at the DOT, guys. I think we are already there at the beginning of where we started the bull run on the DOT, which is somewhere around 15th October 2020. But if you look at the DOT on the spot side, you'll get more and more data, but this is where exactly DOT is going. So I think DOT is really looking great in my opinion, guys. Now it's up, it's like where exactly the bottom and where should we long, guys, because the longs are going to be very tricky. As I say always, it's going to be tricky because we have dumped almost like 94% for the DOT. And let me just let this 886, and the range lows is intact. This is our range load, which is holding, and we're going to be a resistance. Let me just clean a chart a bit. What is this rectangle? And fibs. Cool. So RSR, I think what I'm watching here on the RSR is we are in the big accumulation phase right now. And what I think is from the wave count perspective for the for the DOT, what I think is if you just look at from the range perspective, okay, just look at from the range perspective. Okay, so this is where you get a bullish wolf waves for something, and then you get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up, and that's where the range forms from these levels to these levels. Okay, this is where you have the range, and the range forms, and now this is a strong level of resistance. Agreed, this is the resistance. And if you look at the count that we have, you got a big sell volume here. This is like a wave 3 of something, what I think is on the lower term time frame as well, DOT looks great. You see, forming an interesting bullish wolf waves on the 4 hours chart, and that's what I was talking about. Once you have a clean breakout, ladies and gentlemen, you can literally go long, and I mean, I would say very big long. But I think the bullish wolf waves, if it just have to be a bullish wolf waves, it needs to complete the and it has to do something like this. One more sweep of down like this, and blast a retest, flip it and go, or reject and accumulate. So I think I would be giving you long on DOT on 2 occasions, or basically on fulfilling of 2 scenarios. One is this. Where is 138? Yeah. So one is ordered at 4.85 to 4.75. One is this, if you do get a move down. But if you start breaking up and flip the levels, these levels I was talking about, practically if we start flipping the levels of 5.57 to 5.59 as a support, we can long for a scalp towards the range highs towards 5.96 and deviation, and then short and come back down. So I think I have a 2 plan. I would like to see the bullish full waves, ladies and gentlemen. This looks more good. The bullish wolf waves looks more good on the lower term time frame. Something you should definitely be keeping eyes on. But you have a bullish divergence so far. You have a double bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence, as well as strong bullish divergence on the H4. So I hope we just reject and forms a interesting bullish wolf waves. But you also have a bearish divergence on the lower term time frame. So let's see how things plays out. And I want a rejection from here along with the BTC, guys. So That's what I want. But the dot is something you should definitely not miss it. Along with the dot, one more alt that personally I like it is Solana. I know Solana is a dead coin. You might feel that, oh my god, Solana is there. Yeah, it is that. And so far it has played the plan the way I wanted to play. The shots was nice. Anyways, we missed our shot, but that's fine. But it's good to see that the plan was perfect, and that's where exactly you start loading your spot bags as well. So if you don't make money on the leverage, you guys literally make money on the spot bags. I mean, that's how I do. So you see, I mean, we already bounced from close to 886 Fibonacci levels. I think what I'm seeing right now is Solana is this is wave 1, A, B and C. It can do something like this. It can do, okay, it can be a big impulsive move. It can start, because I remember when we saw a similar kind of a thing. I saw this kind of a move on the Bitcoin when we were doing at $9,000. If you remember, this was a clean wave too, actually. And that's exactly where your resistance line is. So this is where your resistance is. Right now we are at the resistance, ladies and gentlemen. You see. However, if you do flip this level of resistance as a support, let's say the deviation is fine, but a flip is required on the H4 for a strong confirmation of a trend. And once it flips as H4, we can have a, this is going to be accumulation, manipulation and impulsive move towards the level of $17. A big green dildo is going to come out of nowhere for Solana, but we need to flip this on H4. If it don't flip, what I think is it can just have a deviation and come back down and do something like this. Because I think Solana, this move is very, very impulsive move for me, for the soul. I would like to see that Solana at least reset a test 702, and maybe even 786 would be very, very nice. So at least I want to see this 2 level should be tested. So once it get tested, it will, I'm definitely going to give you long, a very interesting bullish harmonic it's going to turn out to play, and Solana is going to be very interesting, very fucking interesting. This is how much? 380 to 516. This was highs, and you want a 786 and you want 886. As I mentioned, $17 to $18 would be the target, ladies and gentlemen. So something you should not be missed. Just write it down somewhere, guys. Don't miss it, okay? I'm telling you a lot of things. So just write down everywhere, because I might not be able to give you 10 longs or 10 shorts. No, this is not my style. I'm just going to give you 1 or 2 opportunities, but there are ideas you have to, and not necessarily that I'm going to take longs and shorts on everything. I will be evaluating and see which alts are going to be going in the wave 1 right now or in wave 3. Most likely I like to play wave 3 and wave 5. I don't like to play wave 1 and wave 2 normally, but wave 3 is something you should not miss it, and this is going to be your wave 3, ladies and gentlemen. So Solana is something you should definitely not miss it. Have your eyes on 11.8 to $11.5 levels with your invalidation under $11. I think this is something at the big levels for Solana, guys. So you should definitely not miss it. Here's the dominance is coming to my bounce zone, ladies and gentlemen. Soon it's going to come, and I think for BTC as well, one order is filled. I am expecting all the orders to fill. It's gonna take its own sweet time, but let it do it, guys. Now let's talk about the final chart that I have in front of my screen. And let me be clear, I think this chart is very, very tricky, and I literally spent half an hour just finding out what exactly this fucking shit wants. And you have saw everything: Bitcoin, Ethereum, total, USD dominance, and all the others. But this chart, what I'm going to show you, it's going to make you feel that whatever the fuck is this, whatever we have saw is a complete opposite of what it is saying. So yeah, I know, because I am also fucked up with this chart. I don't have a clue what it's going to do, honestly, and I have to be very clear with you. Right now at this point, I don't have a clue what it's going to play out, and because we need more price action on the Bitcoin CME chart, ladies and gentlemen. The Bitcoin CME chart over here is a very different chart, and the Bitcoin CME chart has been doing 3 moves, a perfect 3 moves, guys. Perfect 3 moves. You can't even ignore that shit. So Just look at it. Over here, you look at it. 1, 2, 3. 3 moves, okay? And then again, 1, 2, 3. 3 moves again. 1, 2, 3. 3 moves again. 1, 2, 3. 3 moves again. 1, 2, and 3 moves again, ladies and gentlemen. It's like, I don't know what it is doing or what it is up to, but it's like I'm getting a feeling that, if you guys remember, when I gave a long on BTC at $40,000, I mean, I'm not sure how many of you guys remember it. Many of you guys were not even here, actually, or not even born in the crypto, actually. You were just, you were just practicing for something, maybe. But just look at this thing. This is what I was talking about, the $40,000. What it is, like a zigzag correction. And we were waiting for it to sweep this lows, and it don't sweep it. I mean, this lows, and don't sweep it for the C wave. It goes for running flat, and and then it just pumps it back up. Also, if you look at from the $30,000 accumulation, this $30,000 accumulation was a clean zigzag. People felt, oh my god, the triangle is forming, it is a bottom, wave 5, pump it back up. And I was like, no, we are going to go down, and we will long $29,000. And we literally long $29,300, and it pumped to $53,000, 52,000. That's where we short it for at least 25% move. But I think this is how the structure on the BTC is forming. That's what I'm trying to tell you, is the structure on the BTC is forming on the lower term time frame. At least I can see something like this. Now this can be the fake structure as well, but on the lower term time frame, this accumulation is very, very strong on the the BTC, guys. So that's something you should keep in mind. And I think the 886 fib is something I'm not expecting it to break down. A wick is fine, but I'm not expecting. But look at where the 886 fib is at, 15,270. Look at where 886 fib for the Bitcoin CMA is at, and look at where the Bitcoin perhaps 886 fib is at, 15,596. Now if we say that the Bitcoin CME goes to 15,200 and what was the number, 270, which means that it needs to sweep this lows, and Bitcoin goes something like this for 15,270. So this is how Bitcoin CME, no, it's a conflict. Bitcoin CME is saying that 886 at 15,270. The perpeps are saying that it is at 15,596. I don't know what is going to play out, how it is going to turn around. I don't know. But the CME chart is clearly saying that it's clearly doing zigzag correction. The pump, what we saw here was a 5 waves move, is what clearly like a wave A to me. And what I see, this move is a clean A, and then it's like it went for a zigzag, A, B, a clean something like this. Now even if this move is an impulsive move, which I don't feel it is an impulsive move, because for an impulsive move it needs to have 5 waves up. It never had a 5 waves up. If it would have done a 5 waves up, which would add up that this is wave 1, and now the bottom is most likely in, and we're going to run up. But this is clearly like a 3 waves, guys, which means it's a corrective wave. So CME is also saying me that we are in a big corrective move for Bitcoin. So now let's try to add up everything. So for the CME, so what I have come to a conclusion is the move that we have saw so far, this move was a downside move that we have seen. Okay, already we have seen. Now this 3 waves is, let's say this is W, ABC is X, and ideally we need to have the Y wave, correct, for something like this here. And very similar to golden pocket zone, it goes up like this for the Y wave, and then it goes down like this. Clearly this is how the CME tells me that CME looks very, very bullish to me. Honestly, this is what CME tells me. Now I don't know what is going to play out. So there are two possibilities. Either if we talk about in line with what we have seen for perhaps ESC dominance, then it should reject from here and it should dump to the 886. But fuck, the 886 is the 15,270, which is not aligned with the perhaps chart. However, if you just look from the counts that we have, ABC, 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 zigzag correction, which clearly indicates that which clearly tells us that that BTC is more likely looking for higher highs like this for the Y wave move actually. Now, alternative count that I have, which might just probably go along with what we are watching, is an alternative count. Okay, now it will all depends on the fibs that we have here, so that will be purely dependent on the fibs. But look at, we already got the 702, so I think the alternative count for the CME would be 886 Fibonacci level here, which clearly means that which clearly indicates that this move is wave A, and this is wave A of B, B of B, and now we should be having C of B. And once you get this ABC move, and then you get a pump up towards the levels of $18,000, or maybe even 18,500 as well. So there is a probability like this. So which also means that we need to reject. We have already swept, the liquidity is being grabbed on, and we do something like this, go to this levels, form an accumulation zone, and from there we do something like this and go up like this. So this is a bullish count that I have, and which also means that 15,500 level is going to be holded, because 15,500 is where I see that a big move. I mean, the big fib levels are at. So practically 15,400, 15,600 is where I think we're going to most likely bottom for BTC. But the bullish count, as I mentioned, there is a zigzag, so I don't know. I mean, if it just gives you another retracement, what it can literally do is pump from here, and it just goes up like this, boom, and even the perhaps then probably invalidates everything. It just pumps like this again. So there is a possibility, guys. But and that's the reason it's gonna fuck up everything, because the perhaps and everything is so clear. The trends total looks so good. From the perspective of ABC, total 2 also looks good from the perspective of the ABC. We have not yet reached even the minimum retracement target of golden pocket zone, not even perfectly tested the 2021 opens. For the total, everything looks something like this is what it should give us. But the CME looks very different, and I don't have an idea what it's going to do, honestly, for the CME. So I don't know, but it's something you need to keep in mind, have an eyes. I mean, if you can try, probably run out the CME chart on your own and see if you have an independent, probably something like what I have seen, or I'm not unable to see, then do post it in the chart ideas. I mean, this is like a fuck up. I don't know what it's going to do. So, but there are two possibilities. Either it is bullish because this is wave A, it's clearly like a W, X, A, B, and C, Y wave, something like this, and then dump again. Either this is the bullish count that we have here for the WXY, or this is like a wave A, B, another A, B, and C, something like this for a zigzag correction, and then for the dump like this. So practically there are two possibilities, and the third possibility is what we have it along with the Bitcoin perhaps chart and USD dominance. If you check from here, go down to the 886, accumulate there, and pump up like this. So formally it forms like something like this. So practically this is where the interesting part comes into the picture, something like this. Just look at the structure, this, okay, and come back down, pump up, and come back down. Now you may say that it might form an interesting triangle as well over here. So if this is the case and it's forming a triangle, then we are all fucked up, guys. Very much big fucked up. Why? Because it's like a triangle is breaking out already, and we are already on the verge of a breakout. A bearish retest is going to happen at 15,955, and it's going to pump up like this, because then it would mean this is A, B, C, D, E, B. B is already in. This is wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It is going to start a big pump. So the CME is very tricky, very interesting, because CME don't have any sort of a manipulation over the weekend. No manipulation, and it is a perfect chart from the institutions, guys. So it's a very fucked up chart, I know, but this is what I have for the CMEs, guys. So just have your eyes on the CMEs, just chart it, just try to chart it, what you see on the CME, and post it either in the Twitter or in the Walshworth group, chart ideas. If you would like to support my work, and if you like my work, do trade on Bybit, guys. The link is mentioned in my Twitter profile, as well as the the YouTube description, as well as join Walshworth group if you're not a part of a member. And one more thing, guys, today is the last day of the manifestation, 29th November. The doors are going to close very soon. If you have yet not manifested, guys, do manifest it. write it down on the paper, manifest it, and forget about it. Leave rest on the universe. You don't have to tear the paper. Make sure that the paper is safe. You keep it in your safe deposit, or wherever you feel it nobody's going to see it, because that is something you should never tell anyone. You should tell only and only after it is achieved. Okay, never share what you are manifesting. That is the first rule. Second thing is, lot of tests are going to come in your way from now till 28th of November 2022. You might even feel after 4 months, oh my god, nothing is happening what I've written. Never bring that thought in your mind. Even if you feel that it's not happening, just be positive. I know that universe is going to do it. Thank you, universe. Keep on thanking. Even if something bad happens with you, keep on thanking. You get liquidated, keep on thanking. You get hurt, keep on thanking. You get, for example, you lose someone in your life, keep on thanking. It's all universe. And it's something, everything is meant to make you stronger and give you life lessons, guys. I lost my dad as well, of course, when I was very, very young, very small. I wasn't just my age was like 15 years when my dad passed away, and we didn't have anything. We were just having business, and I was so small, I did not understand what is business. And then I was very and as you know, as a boy, you feel very bad. I mean, when you have festivals and everything, when you miss your dad. The thing over here is, I kept on saying thank you and moved on. That was the biggest life lesson. The life was teaching me a lesson, and I think this was the lesson, the experience I have received from all these things, the gratitude I have learned. I think that is a very big thing. I think I've never imagined myself retiring in a very early age. I never imagined myself living so independently. I never imagined that I will be moving to Dubai and I'm just going to enjoy my life, inshallah. But I never imagined, and all the things have came into place, and it's going on. So it's like, the more you be gratitude towards others, even if others are bad, forget about it. You just don't forget yourself, your soul. Just for the sake of others, you don't manipulate your soul. Okay, you have to control yourself. Trust me. Even if someone just do bad with you, you just have to stick with the good. Try to be good with them. At one point of time, they will understand that this is good, guys. Today is the last day. Manifest it. How do you manifest it? Write down your thoughts 1 to 10. The first to be the first, the first desire should be the most you want, and that would be the way you should go. The most you want first, and then second, and third, fourth, and it goes way. Then what you should do is, once you have write down everything on the paper, read it and feel it. Try to feel it. Let's say, for example, on the first you have written that I want to be, my desire is to be a very successful trader with a portfolio of $1 billion going forward. I mean, this is what your desire, and you have written it. Write it down. Nobody is going to laugh on you. I mean, this is what I'm just giving you an example. Okay, I have not written this thing. So write down your goals, what you want to achieve in your life, what makes you most happy, and what you want it. Write down all those things. Once you write down, read it, and what you need to do is close your eyes while reading it. Put that paper on your heart, stick it on your heart with your hand, and feel it. That I'm a billionaire, man. I'm just opening my Bybit account. My account is $500 million USD. I'm opening my Binance account. It's another $500 million, like a $1 billion, man. I'm a big trader. I can buy whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. I mean, what a feeling. I mean, just feel yourself. I mean, just close your eyes and just put that paper on the front of your chest and see, oh my god, $1 billion, and I'm just having a huge purchasing power. I can buy anything I want. But do not forget that all these things should tie with the good. So practically, it would also need your thoughts to be very pure and positive. Okay, I'm going to use that 1 billion to help people, to help others. I'm going to make my family better. I'm going to spend those 1 billion very wisely. I mean, it's not going to be like just partying, having drinks, beer, wasting on girls. No, you just have to be very optimistic and positive, guys. How are you going to make yourself a better person, guys, because the good thing happens with only with the better persons. And even if it happens with the bad person, it's very limited, because they are giving a second chance to prove themselves. If they prove it right, fine, the wealth stays with them. If they don't, it will go away. So all these things goes like this. I mean, then once you have feeling, read one on one point, feel it, and let your idea, once you have gone through everything, just tell to universe, I have given all my desire to you. Now it's up to you how you're going to, and I'm very confident, and I'm very sure that you're going to fulfill my desire. Amen. Thank you. Fold your paper, keep it. Khalas. That's it. This is what you should have done from 11th November till 29th November. But if you have not yet done yet, do it today. Today is the last day, and forget about it. And now you don't have to keep on asking yourself, on daily basis, reminding you. No, forget. That's it. Give and forget. That's it. Give to the universe and forget. And now you don't even have to expect on you just have to keep on doing your work. Work hard. It's not like it doesn't work that you're just sitting on your table and chair, you are manifested and things are going to come to you. No, you have to go into the field, work hard, and try and focus on doing things. And I think things are going to come to fall in place slowly and gradually. Trust whatever is coming to you. Okay, that's all from my end, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, and have a nice day. I'll be joining on another live stream, probably in the London session, once we have a clear view on the Bitcoin CME as well as the Nasdaq. And I think this is what my plan for the BTC, guys. Thank you so much for having me, for coming on this live stream. Have a nice day. Bye bye.